She had
Oh
dark
yeah.
hair though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know we're being live streamed. I don't care.
Oh yeah, we're going. Yeah.
Run away.
Love it. Love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Hey guys, welcome to Cosmic Love, not the 80s
Welcome
karaoke
everyone.
show.
Yeah.
We could do that another time, Taylor. That would be a lot of fun.
Oh, I know. I know. That would be great. Hey, how's that microphone doing? Is it on?
It's
Is it live?
on. It's
All
on.
right.
Is it working
I
properly?
don't know. I can never tell if it's the built-in mic or the other mic, but I can hear you well. So hey, we
Okay.
already got two people watching. We're crushing it
Hey,
today.
two. It's
Yeah.
two. Okay, I can sing something else. I'm not going to.
No, please do. Sing something
No.
else.
It takes two to make a thing go right. That's what I thought of. Remember, it takes two to make a thing go right. That's like totally, that should be the theme song of our show, Taylor.
I
It
know,
takes
right? We really could I don't know, maybe we should open up with a theme song or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing it though. I think we should have the recording of it.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Oh, I got to change the view setting back to gallery so people see both of us together.
Okay,
Both of
that's
us
right.
together, yeah.
Two to make a
And
thing go
then
right.
two to make a thing go right. And then
And like two
yeah,
to make
as
it
soon
out
as
right.
that little gallery setting kicks in, we are going to call our first caller. We got people watching. Ashley's watching. Christine, Tiffany, I'm here. Comments are flying, and more subscriptions have come into my site. This is awesome. This is awesome. So
In the
yeah,
100 club now, the triple digits club.
I know, right? I know. Now I can start branding. So we will.
It's
I'm.
awesome.
I know. I'm
I'm so
excited about
excited
that.
for you.
Okay, so let's see. We got Tiffany here as the first one. You texted me her number, and
Tiffany,
let's
we're
rock and roll
calling
with
you.
her. This is gonna be fun.
Hello.
Hey, Tiffany, you're on Cosmic Love.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm hanging in here.
Yeah. So I heard we have some info already in our system for you. What's this young suitor's name that you have in your life?
His name is Brock.
Brock. Okay, that's right. That's right. So as well, I don't think Sarah needs to program anything, but tell us a little bit about Brock for a minute here. What's your history? What's your story?
Yeah.
So I've been seeing him since July of last year, and it's just a magnetic attraction between us. Like, we have a lot of chemistry, very compatible, but he just is a bit toxic, and I can't seem to get away from him. I've tried many a time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what is causing this and hoping to get a little more insight. And he has a girlfriend currently. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no judgment, Tiffany. No judgment on this show at all. So I pulled up the chart already, Tiffany, and I just want to answer really quickly, like, why he has perhaps this toxicity about him. He has Sun conjunction Lilith on his personal chart. So like he's almost like magnifies like a sexual energy right away. Like he really identifies with that raw, uninhibited sexual energy. So I could see why he's with two women or maybe more at once. Do you feel like he has like a certain type of swagger that you've never seen in any other guy before?
Yeah, he plays the gentleman role and is a provider. He's just got this bad boy energy about him, but also like a good guy energy, like at the same time going. And it's very believable. I believe it. I feel like he's a conflicted individual, really.
Okay. Well, we're not going to talk more about his chart unless Taylor wants to. We'll talk about your chart together. Taylor, did you want to say anything else about his chart, or what did you want to say?
Brock, let's see. So some stelliums here. Ninth house stellium, interesting stuff there. Lucifer and Eris.
Yeah.
So there's he definitely has a tendency to bring in a little bit of demonic energy. I see it's in Aries also, so he can be pretty aggressive. a little bit of deception, I believe, is there. But his Venus also in, oh, no, sorry. I said the ninth house, seventh house. No, I am right. Ninth house. Yeah. Aries in the ninth house. Sorry. I'm just pulling up his chart now. So yeah, we've got Venus in the ninth house in Aries. Pretty powerful. Yeah, he's definitely likes to be on the move. He's definitely chasing horizons, but he also knows how to go after what he wants.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely does. So between the two of you, is interesting that you say, Tiffany, this is like a magnetic relationship for two reasons. Okay. So Brock's North Node is on your Lilith. So it's almost like meant to be. There's that magnetism that it's meant to be in this lifetime for Brock, that you guys are in this highly charged, it's not only a regular kind of sexual relationship, it's this kind of affair like energy, right? This like we're getting away with something type of energy. And also Brock's South Node is on your Mercury. So I do wonder, and also your Ceres, and Ceres is the asteroid of parenting, of nurturing. So this might sound a little kind of Freudian, Tiffany, and I know you're a smart person, Tiffany, so you're going to pick up on this right away. I do wonder if you were some type of mother figure for Brock in his past life.
Totally.
Yeah, I see that in this chart. Do you feel like he counts on you for maybe a little bit more than he should for comfort?
Yeah, I definitely nurture him. It feels a bit codependent, but it's odd that he's so much older than me, but I go into this motherly energy at times to try to guide him.
Well, he's used to that. You guys are definitely used to that dynamic.
Yeah. Even beyond the motherly energy, just there's that, with that Mercury conjunct South Node, a real dependency on your mind and your ideas also. You know what I mean? It's like you're the one with the plan. He's like running roughshod all over the place, which fits in with the whole maternal thing. But it's like you're kind of like the mental or psychological leader of the two of you.
Yeah, I feel like she's in better shape mentally than him. That's for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what else was interesting here, Taylor? And I saw this last week or 2 weeks ago, rather, with Beth Ann and Marky Mark's chart.
Oh, yes.
You see it too? Yeah. The Brock's Vesta, which is the asteroid of unconditional love, is right on your MC, Tiffany. And that's your public life, like who you appear to be. So it's almost like, and this happens a lot in affairs, right?
Yeah.
Because when you're in an affair with someone, you're not living that real everyday life with them. You're not paying bills with them and doing laundry with them, that everyday kind of mundane stuff that you do with a live-in boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, whatever. And I feel like he's kind of just, and he's in love with that facade of you almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tiffany, I mean, what do you think is going to happen down the line with this relationship with you and Brock?
I feel like he is not ever going to man up and be who I need him to be. So it's really just going to be on me if I want to stick around. And I feel like he doesn't want to ever let me go. And he said that. But I do feel like one day, I'll be in a place where I just say, I gotta go, bye, but I'll always have love for you.
There's something really interesting going on, Sarah, in the second house stellium.
Yeah.
For Tiffany, that's right on. It's very close to, it's conjunct with Brock's Saturn.
Yeah.
So, and also, Tiffany, I mean, you have your sun in Scorpio, you have your Pluto right there. You also have your moon in Scorpio, very intense energy, very sexual, transformative energy. And it's right there conjunct with his Saturn, which is super restrictive. It's almost like oppressive. It's almost like authoritarian energy that's kind of like, I don't know, like harshing your mellow a little bit, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just kind of like bringing her down a bit.
Yeah.
Like 1984 Scorpio stellium right there.
Yeah, look at that.
And he's just like, it's just like kind of constricting her, almost like, it's almost like he's clipping her wings, right, Taylor? Is that
right?
Yeah. And he said he would never let her go either.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that. It's kind of creepy.
No,
But
right?
also, yeah. No, I don't think he's stalker or anything, but that attitude of I'm never gonna let you go. I mean, that's there. And then the Mars and the moon. And whenever we get the Mars and the moon conjunction, and again, he has a 1984 chart. I know because I have very similar placements with that Mars and Scorpio there, right on your moon in Scorpio. A lot of times that can create some irritation if it's not handled properly. Because usually, if you're not in bed with that person or producing something beneficial. So either this is how that type of relationship goes. Either you produce something beneficial or you're in that sexual act of, reproduction. So if you're not doing either of those things, it can get quite irritating. So basically it's almost like magnetic. Either you're doing something that's like, like a business with him where you're creating ideas, but that's not where this relationship is going at all. So it doesn't seem like it's ever going to go that way. It seems like either you're in bed or you can't be together. Is that kind of how you feel?
Yeah, I do feel he's very all or nothing. Like he wants to have me and that's what he wants. But if he couldn't, he's going to try to just block me out of his life because he can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's a few qualities Mars and Scorpio, which he has to be aware of. Possessiveness is a huge one. Jealousy, obsession. Does this sound like Brock?
Yeah. He's definitely said some stalkerish things along the way, and I can tell he covers up some possessiveness.
Yeah.
But it's definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking at this.
I'm a little, I don't know. I kind of like a man to be a little possessive of me, just not abusive. So that's probably not healthy either.
Yeah. And the thing is too, it's like, where is the Mars and Scorpio placement? As I was listening to Taylor say that, because I'm like, I have my Mars and Scorpio, Taylor. I'm not obsessive or possessive, but it's because it's in his fourth house. And that fourth house is like his household. So it's like what runs in his household, like his everyday life, basically. And it's like the mi casa, su casa thing. It's like, that's how he wants it to be.
He says that to me.
Real.
He says mi casa, su casa. Place.
I bet he does. But what he really means is mi casa is mi casa.
That's right. That's what he says. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh gosh. So yeah, watch out for this one, Tiffany. Taylor, do you think it's twin flames, karmic, soulmates, or just something else going on there?
There's definitely with that South Node conjunct the both Sirius and the Mercury. I definitely lean towards a karmic connection on this one.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you, especially also with that North Node and Lilith too. So they're just meant to be together. They're meant to hash this out. Yeah. And he probably feels like he owes you something almost because you did take such good care of him in that past life.
Interesting. He says he'll always be there for me.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah.
I think it's probably both.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
He's waiting in the wings so he can flip your wings. Oh, yeah. This one kind of hit home a little bit because his placements are so similar to mine. I felt a little attacked, but I know I shouldn't feel attacked.
Right.
I know. Us 1984 Scorpio.
None of us get out of these astrological charts unscathed. All right. There's problems everywhere. It's just a matter of, how you work with them.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Tiffany. It was awesome. Thanks for
I know I'm not going crazy or imagining this.
No, you're perfectly sane. I think he's the crazy one.
Yeah, exactly. He is. Yeah. We're on your side.
Yeah. All right, Tiffany, we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. That's interesting. We're going to have a fun one coming up next.
Okay.
Sarah, here, I'm going to text you info. So we're actually going to have a former couple calling in together.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Are they thicker?
I hope they're gonna bicker. I want them to bicker. They were starting to bicker on the phone with me earlier, and I'm like, guys,
Oh my goodness.
wait for the show. This is good stuff, you know?
Bigger sins.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Don't you dare bicker yet. Okay. So okay, I'm gonna forward you the info.
This
And
might
then
be former couples therapy.
yeah, exactly. Okay, there you go.
All right.
I'm gonna give them a call here.
I hope that nobody else has Mars and Scorpio.
Right.
I know. Well, that's the 19.
I've seen Mars and Scorpio a lot, actually. It feels like it's pretty common. I don't know, just in the people that maybe are attracted to me or that I'm attracted to. I tend to attract Scorpio energy because of my Scorpio moon.
Yeah. You're a magnet to Scorpio energy. You kind of look
right.
Like
exactly.
You look more like a Scorpio to me than a Leo. Don't you think?
I can see that. Hey, Danielle, we're in the middle of talking. We're doing a little rapport right now. Give us just a minute. Just kidding. Scorpio, me, Danielle, you're on Cosmic Love. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
You're live. That's all you got? Come on, tell us that joke you know.
Yeah, well, how many times do you have someone call in with an ex-boyfriend 20 years ago?
This is the first time, but there's a first time for everything, Danielle.
We're making history right now on Cosmic Love.
Cosmic Love history. All right, but we're not Judge Judy.
And it's not really fair to dislabel me as an ex-boyfriend either.
Yeah.
Why is it not fair to dislabel you as an ex-boyfriend?
Here we go.
Well, because I mean, yeah, but that's not the intent of the future.
All right.
What do you mean that's not the intent of this? Okay, wait. Let's give you guys the background story.
Let us introduce this gentleman. Okay, so Derek, you introduce yourself a little bit. I know you're a Capricorn. You're a January 14th Capricorn. I'm January 17th Capricorn. So, that does give you a little street cred with me right away.
Are we off to a Team Derek start?
I'm still neutral, Taylor. I'm still neutral.
Yeah.
I was just looking. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna.
I can't hear you guys agree with.
What did you say?
I said I can't hear you guys the greatest.
Oh, you can't hear us.
Are they quiet for you?
Yeah, it just sounds a little quiet.
Yeah, it unfortunately it just is what it is.
Stop turning old.
You turn my phone up. The first thing I did.
All right.
I'll do my best.
Story, Taylor.
Yeah. Okay. I know Danielle's itching to talk. So Danielle, give us a little backstory between you two.
Backstory. Okay.
Keep it brief.
Met him when I was 14.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Moved in with him when I was 14.
Okay. Pause.
Derek's turn.
I had no idea that she was 14. So let's start with that.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's
backstory. I was 14. I said I was 16. He was 18. We lived together for probably 6 months before he found out how old I really was.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how did you guys meet? I mean, did you meet at school? How did that all happen?
Well, no, because he was an adult and I was a kid. We definitely didn't meet at school.
I mean, if he's 18, he could have been in 12th grade.
It was a house party.
It was a house party. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I met my husband too.
House
That
party.
worked out.
Yeah, I think it was May 14th of 2001 was the day we met.
Oh goodness, you were really young.
This chart is something
and we
else.
started dating May 27th of 2001.
Okay.
Okay. When did you break up?
Yeah.
I don't know, Derek. When did you leave?
That's a hard question to answer for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Derek left
Oh goodness.
when I was 16 and a half.
Taylor, this chart.
This chart is wild. Okay, you guys, we're gonna interject for a minute here because Sarah, immediately, are you seeing the Lilith and the Juno?
Yeah, my eyes went straight to that, and it's on the freaking Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. With the IC descendant. Okay. So guys, for those of you at home who don't know what IC and descendant is, so IC is like who you are, at the core of your soul, like you at your most comfortable. And then the descendant is your relationship life. So usually as an astrologer, when I see, one person's IC conjunct, which means it meets it on the chart, their descendant, the other person's descendant, I usually think that's a soulmate or a twin flame. So they have, you guys just wait up here. We have Danielle's sun right on Derek's Juno, and also, and his Venus, Taylor.
I know.
Yeah. And
So-
Juno's the asteroid of marriage.
Right. So Danielle knows a tiny bit about this. Derek probably doesn't know anything. So just assuming, because we're guys, we don't know shit about astrology. But Derek, your asteroid of marriage, your Juno, is right on Danielle's sun, which is her sun sign. So it means that you could have been destined to marry her. And also your Venus, which means the kind of women you're attracted to, is also right on her sun sign. So it's pretty obvious why you were attracted to her.
That makes so much sense.
Well, this is the guy who says, first love, last love. He's like, Danielle, I don't care if it's 20 years later. We're going to end up together. He's determined.
Well, I mean, this chart does signal
Friends
that.
for life.
Yeah.
That this chart does signal that. I mean, there's a lot of really nice things about this chart.
Yeah, I like it.
Really nice things. And also Danielle's Juno is right on Derek's Venus as well. So, I mean, these are just beautiful placements for a long-term relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, yeah. And also
What
there's
is that evil fucking laugh?
Maniacal laugh.
Because it's perfect.
yeah, I mean, it's not completely perfect. There's some things here that aren't completely perfect, but this is a really nice chart for a long-term relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really nice chart.
What are you going to try to sell me off right now?
But I'm going to say this. You guys, I can see why you guys bicker like this. Like I said to Taylor, the Bickersons. Okay, so Danielle's North Node and your Eris, Derek, which is the asteroid of discord. So basically it's like fights that reveal some information. And the North Node is Danielle's soul purpose. Yeah, they're conjunction each other. So it's like you guys just are meant to kind of just have some disagreements here.
Yeah, you're meant to bitch at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The bitching, but I think the bitching is out of love. I really do. Taylor, JC, what's going on?
There's nobody that I've bickered with such like true intention and no animosity. Like, yeah, we bicker lots, but it's like there's never any, there's no meanness. Like we could bicker for days and still be absolutely just in tune with each other while we're bickering.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. We've never really we never had any hate. There was nothing. Even when we broke up, we just broke up for life reasons. We never, ever in 20 years had, but I am on him like a fucking dirty shirt with everything, but there's never any hate ever.
Yeah. I really don't see animosity. It's more of like you guys enjoy arguing.
I got an insider one for Danielle here, because you'll appreciate that. Remember how your Neptune was on Missy's South Node, and she was like, "You were my spiritual teacher in the past." And then remember that, Danielle? And remember how my Sophia's Neptune was on my South Node, and I said she was my spiritual teacher in the past.
Yeah.
So your Neptune is on Derek's South Node. So you were his spiritual teacher in a past life.
I love that.
Fuck yeah, I was.
Yeah. So which we've talked about this now with a number of people where like, you were something important to him, like a guru or some kind of sage or some kind of mystical person that he really loved and respected. You like helped teach him how to elevate, just how to, think deeper and feel stronger or anything like that.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
What do you think about that, Derek?
Well, I mean, that makes perfect sense. That's like, well, you got to think that sure, things didn't go exactly as planned, but I've literally learned so many life lessons in my and yours time apart. And that's one of the only reasons why I'm now, I don't know, like redrawn to you, is that I am now the person that I should have been when I was with you.
What the fuck does that mean, redrawn to me? You were always drawn to me.
Yeah, well, obviously there was some time separated, and I mean,
I think it's
Yeah,
very
but
sweet
would
to
you
hear
not
this.
say that spiritually wise? So the interesting fact about him and I is back in the day, neither one of us were spiritual. He is a grandma who's super spiritual, but we were not.
Mhm.
And then, yes, 20 years apart. And we've been friends this whole time. We didn't talk for about 10 years, but
okay, you will pause. You're leaving out a very important part about how I just about went to your wedding and stopped it.
oh my God, you fuck. My entire wedding day, I thought this guy was going to show up and fucking crash my wedding. Because I didn't talk to him for years. And all of a sudden he calls me up and he's like, you can't get married. He told me he was going to come and crash my fucking wedding the whole day. I was so scared he was going to show up. You were such a dick.
Oh,
Such a
so
romantic comedy.
that's like when they say, does anyone object? And he did.
Yeah, I'm picturing the
Yeah,
graduate.
but then he never came. And then you know what happened? He called me 10 days after my wedding. And he says, did you get married? I said, yeah, I fucking got married. And he's like, I wish that you didn't. And then I never talked to him again for 10 years.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. You were married and he wanted to ruin your wedding. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't fighting.
Thank you. See, did you hear that? Did you hear what they just said?
Yes.
Exactly.
He
That
told
was
me
my
that he never
exact
messaged
argument.
me for 10 years because he thought I was happy. So as soon as he finally decided to stalk me on Facebook,
I feel
which
like
we were
that's-
still friends the whole time on Facebook, he didn't even realize I wasn't married anymore. And then our first phone call, it was like not one day went by.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I do see that Danielle's vertex, which is the divine gateway, is conjunction Derek's Chiron, which is the wounded healer. And I do feel like, Danielle probably has helped heal Derek in some way. Do you feel like that's true, Derek? Like Danielle has helped heal you? This relationship has been healing for you in some way?
Oh, absolutely. I am a totally different person when she is directly involved in my life. Like it's like there is a light and there is a separate energy that drives me in a whole different way. Like it's undescribable.
Oh,
Like it's one of the reasons why I continue to, I don't know, I just try to explain to her why we're meant to be. Is because like there is something there that is unexplainable to me that makes me truly believe that we were meant to be together.
it's so
Wow.
sweet. Mhm. Well, guys,
Yeah, but you even say that. You're like, I even go to work and fucking he's like, every time that I'm talking to you and you're in my life, you changed my entire life. Fuck, even the people at work like me more. They're asking me why I'm happy.
that's so sweet.
Hey, wait, I'm going to talk about the good shit, though. Let's talk about sex. Because you understand, I haven't had sex with this guy since I was, 16 and a half?
Well, hey, what are you up to tonight? Go for
Yeah,
it.
I know. Maybe Derek's available.
Yeah. Okay, Danielle,
It's 12
sex,
hours
go.
away.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What?
Let's hear it. What do you got? Sex, go for it.
Okay, we had a great sex life. Back in the day, it was really good. And on my part, I mean, it was great. I mean,
Yeah, I think his
until shit went down, but the
Yeah,
actual
Danielle.
sex itself was
Yeah.
fucking amazing. What does it
Danielle.
show on the chart?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So his Mars, so Derek, your Mars is in the 8th house, which that's a nice placement because the 8th house is about, it's one of the things it's about is sex. and
About
Mars
sex.
could be yeah, and it's about like Mars is your sexual battery. It's very masculine. And then it's right on Danielle's Mercury. So it's like the sex life actually stimulates Danielle's mind. It actually probably makes Danielle feel more creative in some way, or maybe just loosens her mind. Like
Yeah.
sexual.
Well, she's turned on. He fucks your mind as much as your body. Like he really stimulates you.
Yeah.
Well, he was my first.
Well, there it is.
I keep on hearing.
But I
it
never
very
thought,
loosely.
sex-wise, I never thought I was ever good enough for him.
Yeah, well, no, that's my fault, right? That you felt that way, that is totally my fault.
That is his fault.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
I
were so
totally
young.
agree. Yeah.
You guys were so young. You know, when you're that young, you don't feel brave enough and open enough to communicate with each other sexually beyond the act of sex. You don't know how to ask what you want or tell the other person what you need or anything. So that makes sense.
Well, there's also a couple things going on.
Oh,
too.
no, we didn't have an issue in that department. We were good there. The exploring and everything was good there. That was all good there. It was just other stuff. But, hey, where's the bad stuff?
Oh, there's some bad stuff.
You're supposed to tell me why we're not supposed to be together.
Yeah, let's see. Well, the Uranus is conjunct. That's like one of the things where where all the bickering comes from with you two.
Mhm.
So like you said, it's a little bit playful, a little bit bantery, but it's probably also fucking endless too.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I can see how you two might get on each other's nerves after a while, but you still love each other.
Also, the Lucifer conjunct
I saw-
Uranus and Venus.
I saw that.
Yeah. So your love towards him can bring out some dark sides in him too. Actually, Sarah, why don't you explain the Venus conjunct Lucifer? You're probably better than I am at that one.
I think you were doing a fine job, Taylor, but sure, I'll jump in. So Lucifer, of course, it represents Satan, the devil, sin, sneaky behavior. I see it a lot. The major kind of conjunctions with couples who are having affairs or secretive relationships or some kind of like sneaky relationship, especially with Venus. So because Venus is how you love and what you want in your love life, I feel like this relationship, Danielle, could actually bring, like Taylor said, like bring out the worst in you or bring out some dark sides about you. You might be more vocal about like fighting with him in a really rude, derogatory manner than you would be with other partners. Or you might do something, or you might be capable of like leaving him in a disrespectful way. So it's just like, it could just be like a disrespect in general there.
Striking to really hurt.
Derek, what do you think about that?
I can give you an example of exactly.
You better not tell the story about the car thing.
No. This is purely exactly what she just said. Is so when we were kind of like in a blissful situation where like we were completely codependent on each other. We were always nothing but around each other, and
we were each other's everything.
I ran into a high school buddy who I hadn't seen in a year and a half, and he wanted to go to a bar after I got home from work. So I went home and explained to her, like, hey, I'm going to go out with this guy. And she lost her mind. Like, and it wasn't until I realized that she was losing her mind about me leaving, I then realized, holy fuck, I haven't been able to do anything outside of our relationship.
Neither one of us did. That was the problem. Everything was just us. It was like we just lived in our house and we just did our little world, and it was codependent as fuck. I didn't have any friends. He didn't have any friends. And even if we were out hanging out with friends, we just wanted to be at home together. That's all we wanted.
Yeah, that's a lot of younger relationships.
And then so
it's like the immature version of your relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys
but you will say, Derek, you will have to admit, I've never been so psycho about anybody. You did bring out shit in me that I didn't even know that I had.
Yeah, well, now we know why.
Fuck you.
There you go. She just
Yeah, they're back.
You know, the Bickersons.
Yeah.
The Bickersons with Danielle and Derek. Dun-dun-dun.
Oh my God. Let's see, Sarah, you want to do any final thoughts on this? Because we do have a couple more people today, but this is definitely the heart of the show. A real live couple here, or ex-couple, whatever you call it.
Yeah. I think
Well, you have one fighting it and one wanting to get married. You know,
right.
We're like, fuck it. Let's get them to tell us what they think.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I mean, Danielle, we know each other, but I don't know Derek. But I'm still going to be honest with you from an astrological perspective and also as a friend, because friends are honest with friends. This is definitely a soulmate relationship. I would not say it's twin flames, but it's definitely a soulmate relationship. There's a lot of nice energy going on here, but of course we know that, you know, some of the times you guys can bring out the worst in each other. And there's also some karmic stuff here from the past life, but it's definitely a soulmate relationship. You guys added a lot of love to each other's life throughout the years. And who knows where this relationship will go. Maybe it will evolve more into like a friendship or whatever it could be, but you guys will always be in each other's lives in some way, in some form. What do you think, Taylor?
I completely agree with that. Derek, would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
We will never not have each other.
Yeah, we'll either get married or we'll both be single for life.
Pretty much. But no, we are definitely soulmates. I knew it the second I met him. And this is why we could go years, we could go months, we could go whatever. And we never, ever, there's never hate, there's never fights, there's never anything. It is based on true love. That is actually true. So yeah, that would make sense if you guys are seeing that in the charts, that we are some type of, I don't think he's karmic. Like when I say the word, I didn't actually mean it like that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's past.
I would say we are true soulmates for sure.
Yeah, soulmates. All right, guys. Thank you so much for both being on here. It was amazing. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys.
Bye, Derek. Bye, Danielle. Thank you.
To D&D. Bye-bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh man,
That's some nice energy. Yeah.
That was so perfect.
It was.
Oh my God. Go ahead.
I would like to have more of that on the show.
All the people out there, they were blowing up the comment section too. People in their favor saying, I love these two and all that. So let's put that out there right now, that if you have an ex or even someone you're with, just somebody who is like, has a sense of humor and is up to this kind of stuff, please call in. I mean, you and I can do synastry readings for people all day, but to hear the couples themselves or the ex couples who are good sports and can handle this, talking to each other and just hearing that rapport, that is fucking priceless.
It is. You know? I mean, really, you can't make that up. You can't write that. It was so much fun.
I'm like wondering if I have any exes that would want to come on the show.
Yeah. And I could do the chart. It'd be all
right. Oh my God. I don't know
I would love that.
Yeah. God, I'd really have to, dust off the old, what do you call it? The Rolodex or whatever. Yeah. To find them. I don't know what fucking hole they're under now, or me. Geez, what hole I'm under.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm going to text you the next one and then we're going to give them a call.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. People were like blowing up the comments for Danielle and Derek. It's so cool.
Okay. We have Paula and Carlos. I love saying that.
Carlos.
Remember Desperate Housewives? And she had Carlos. That's why I always say it like that.
Yeah. I never saw it, but I believe you. You
didn't miss too much, Taylor. Trust me. Mm-hmm. It was just a nighttime soap opera.
Yeah.
Let me put in this information.
Let's see. Not ringing yet, but as soon as it rings. By the way, somebody has an astrology class coming up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh, no. Paula,
we'll try again. You pitch your class.
Okay, sure. So, Guys, if you don't understand anything we're talking about on here, or if you understand just a few things and you would like to learn more, I am teaching an astrology 101 class. It starts next Wednesday. We meet at 9:00 Eastern, 6:00 Pacific. We're going to meet for 6 weeks. We'll take the week of Thanksgiving off, but we'll resume again. So it ends on December 8th. I'm going to record everything on Zoom as well. So if you can't come for whatever reason, I'm going to record everything. I'm going to upload everything to Google Classroom too. I was a teacher for 13 years, middle school and high school teacher. So this isn't my first rodeo, but it is my first rodeo with adults. And I'm kind of looking forward to that because, you know, kids can be a little out of hand and stuff like that. So this will be my first time with adults. So if you would like to sign up, you can visit my website. That's linktree/full-moon-astrology, all one word, or you can go to my Instagram, full_moon-astrology, and the link's right there, or you can just DM me and we can talk.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. It's going to be a great one. Let's try our girl one more time.
Okay.
I think Carmela is backing us up. Boo, Paula, answer the phone.
Yeah. And I'll start entering the info. Maybe, I hope she didn't go to bed. I know some people turn off their phone at a certain time, but
I know, right?
It is kind of early. And who knows? Sometimes I go to bed a little bit earlier.
Your call has been forwarded to an.
All right, Paula, you're going to have to come back next week. We
Yes.
have Ashley here.
Okay.
I will forward you Ashley's info right now, and we'll give Ashley a call.
Awesome. Ashley,
Yeah.
look forward to talking to you. Okay. Ooh, I like how she spells her name.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's a unique spelling.
I think it's a Southern style, even though I know she says she's from Canada. I think that's a Southern way
Yeah,
to spell
Southern
it.
Belle.
Southern
Ashley.
Belle.
Hello.
Ashley, you are on Cosmic Love. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're great.
Oh,
We're great.
I said that's because my parents hated me.
What? The Ashley spelling?
Spelling?
I'm gonna go over here. Oh God.
Oh, you're gonna have to turn off the sound on YouTube because there's a delay.
Yeah, mute it. Mute YouTube.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, just keep your YouTube muted.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's like the old fashioned days of radio. You know, when you
Yep.
call.
Oh, interesting.
It's like a 30
Time.
It's like a 30-second delay. So when we talk to you, you would hear it on YouTube 30 seconds later, and it gets really reverby and annoying.
Okay, but it's okay now.
It's great. Ashley, tell us your story. So who is this guy? Sarah has his name, but tell us his name and everything.
I met Lonnie close to 5 years ago, and we got married just over 2 years ago. But it was an instant connection when we met. We were basically like starstruck with each other, inseparable. And it's generally been a wonderful relationship and really inspiring with each other and so much love. But we really like to drive each other nuts. I think we actually sometimes like to argue just to piss each other off.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
But, and we're also weird. We're quirky. We like to just have fun with each other.
Okay. Well, you both are Aquariuses, so that's probably where the weird and quirky part comes from.
And the kinky part.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I figured that one right away. All right. So you guys are still married. That's what I'm hearing, right? You're still married. Do you have any kids together? I mean, you know, how's everything going?
I have 2 kids from a previous relationship. So
Okay.
he's like stepdad to them.
Oh, nice. That's really awesome that he's stepping like that. I like that. Okay, so I'm pulling up the chart right now. Okay, so you guys are relatively happy. You just want to know like why you guys were like instantly drawn to each other, why you have this instant connection, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Where is it going? Is it like a forever thing, or are we just gonna get tired of each other?
Oh, I hope not. You guys are married. It should be a forever thing, right? All right, let's pull this up.
One thing I really like the Mars conjunct Jupiter.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's not like the sexiest conjunction, but it's just a nice one because It's your Mars, Ashley, which means the kind of men you're attracted to. That's like a female's Mars energy is like, that's the kind of man I want, the kind of masculine energy. And his Jupiter.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And his Jupiter is like his planet of just like expansion and optimism, good luck, good fortune. So immediately when you saw him, you just got a good vibe from him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked the way he looked too.
You like the way he looked. Exactly. Like Jupiter can be attractive as well. It's, it's just it's like the gods are favoring you with the planet Jupiter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just like right away, boom, you're just like that guy. Like there's something about him.
Yeah.
I think we also have the same sun sign and moon sign.
Let's see. Both have sun in Aquarius, and let me look at the moon.
Moon Virgo.
Yeah, both have moon in Virgo, and both are not like in a conjunction orb, which is interesting. They're not in conjunction, that's okay. But you still, kind of feel the same way, act the same way. Very, very similar personalities. Super similar.
So similar.
Yeah.
Sometimes our similarities, I think, are what drives each other crazy.
Yeah. Taylor, go ahead. I know you're.
I was just gonna say that sun is fairly conjunct. It's only 5 degrees apart.
Yeah. The moon, though.
The moon is very separate for that's probably almost as far as you can get in the same sign.
Yeah. It's probably
15 degrees.
Yeah.
So emotionally, there's a little bit of distance between you two, but personality-wise, you guys really mesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've got
Okay, so
cool.
You know how you guys were talking about like that you have fights and you kind of like piss them off on purpose. Okay,
I see it.
Yeah, there's a couple of things going on here.
Yeah.
The first thing, okay, so Ashley, your Lucifer is right on his Chiron. So I don't know if you heard me talk about Lucifer with Danielle and Derek, but Lucifer.
I did, yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to re-explain it, but then Chiron is that wounded healer. So it's like something that your husband went through, some kind of trauma. And of course, like he's rebuilt himself and he doesn't do that to other people and he's stronger now for it. But you might kind of poke the bear. Have you ever heard that expression before? Push his buttons a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, his sore spots. And that could upset him. So, I've been married for 16 years now. And I know that like my husband could easily push my buttons and I could easily push his buttons. We don't have this conjunction, but something that husbands and wives do naturally after a while. But just, from one wife to another, like try not to do it too much to him. Cause I think it might be deeply upsetting to Derek, to be honest with you. So just, tread carefully with that. I mean, only bring out the big guns when you need to. That would be my advice.
That's fair.
Yeah. But there's a lot of other good stuff going on here. We have Pluto here in your vertex, Ashley. So Pluto could be highly sexual as well. And sometimes it's like more of that like destructive, powerful energy. But it just depends on how it's conjuncting, and it's conjuncting his Saturn and his Mars. So I just wonder, like, when do you guys have like a lot of makeup sex? That's what I'm seeing. Yeah.
We have a lot of sex in general, but yes, we always like that part has never ever been a problem with us, and it's always good and makes us feel better afterwards.
Yeah. I was just wondering if like you might like purposely fight with him so you can have like hotter sex. That's what I thought when I first saw that. I was like, oh,
maybe subconsciously, I don't know.
Well, and that plus Sarah with that little stellium of Lilith there and Juno there. I mean, that's a lot of love and deeply obsessive sexual energy, like all right there. Right on top of his Mars, the wild card there, and it's fucking in Scorpio too, which amplifies it by 1,000. But the wild card there is his Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's still something amiss. There's still a little bit, even though the sex is good and whatever, but there's still like a little bit of restriction in there, and I'm not sure maybe Ashley, you could help us fill in the blank, because
Yeah.
without that Saturn there, without that bit of restriction, your guys' sexuality would be off the charts. But
Yeah,
there
they
is
would never
some.
leave their house. Never.
With that,
They would
I
never
think
leave
it may be that both of us just hold back in certain ways, and maybe
Yes.
like fantasies and stuff that we share on our own pace, and just haven't gotten there yet.
yeah, there's something. There's just a little blockage. There's like that. Just is something that's keeping it from like that wild kind of
uninhibited.
Yeah, just really over the top fantasy style, just complete, almost tantric embrace of sexuality. There's just one element missing.
That's coming from Lonnie and not from Ashley, though. It's coming.
Yes,
from
it's
Lonnie.
coming from Lonnie. Yes, very, very good. Yeah, be clear on that. For sure.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
you might need to talk him through that a little bit,
Yeah.
or introduce him through that. You know, whatever is more fun for you. Talking Instagram time. Yeah. So let's see if there's any other goodies here that oh yeah, you know, I really like this, Taylor, with let's see here. We have Lonnie's Venus on Ashley's Mercury, which is really nice. I mean, this is a really nice chart for marriage, for any type of relationship. So Venus and Mercury, so it's just like the kind of woman that Lonnie likes, how he loves, how he wants to be loved. And of course, Mercury is communication. So it's just like you guys have a really nice natural rapport in general. You guys have, you know.
Yeah, we're really happy together.
Yeah. Yeah. And I could see a lot of long-term potential here. Just my best advice to you is, of course, like just know when to poke and know when not to poke. That kind of sounds like euphemism for something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Know when to poke.
Yeah. But you guys have a fun chart. I really like this chart. I think you guys will have a fun, nice, happy, long marriage.
I also like it.
Awesome.
Right there in the what you were just saying, Sarah, the Venus conjunct Mercury. There's also Venus conjunct Venus too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means just like your love just kind of clicks, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Effortlessly.
Same styles, same loving styles, same love
loving
styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, same love language. This
Great.
It's nice to see a happy couple.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah, it's like, I think we would both agree, Sarah, probably soulmate, not twin flame, because it's not like volatile enough or crazy enough for twin flame, but it's definitely way nicer than karmic.
Yeah, it is. I don't think this is karmic. I would say soulmate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we have a happy.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that with him, that it's just, we just click so well.
Yeah.
And it was like right off the bat, like I've never felt like that before. And, you know, just something you couldn't ignore.
So my biggest advice, since you guys are married and it's all about working out whatever issues you have, you guys have like and I know you're talking about sexually, like you were like 95, 97% there sexually now until the end of time. Figure out what that last little like 3 to 5% blockage is with that Saturn restriction. What is the one thing that Lonnie is like inhibited by? Like, what's the one thing I know that, okay, forgive me for a minute. Like maybe he has some kind of fetish he's embarrassed to tell you about or something like that, you know? You were thinking that too? And like men have a hard time with fetishes, certain men, because, you know, they want to say it, but then they're like, I don't want my wife to think I'm a fucking weirdo. And, you know, I'm sure you can fill in the blank for what that could be. I don't even think I need to like go into graphic detail or anything, but there's something I feel like he's like, there's something I feel like he's keeping from you, and you need to create like this environment of just total trust and safety to like be like, is there something you want to tell me, or like, or have him come to the conclusion on his own that he needs to tell you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So figure out what that is. Do a little.
When you were talking about earlier about like trauma and stuff, that he did have a really traumatic thing happen to him in his, like early adulthood, that I'm not sure. I try and, like you were saying about pushing his buttons about it and stuff.
Yeah.
But I find I try and push him past the trauma and not let him, maybe I don't do it in the most gentle way, and that might be something I need to work on.
Yeah.
But I don't like to see him sitting in it for too long. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You don't want him to mire, because if he mires there,
Yeah.
he'll never leave that space.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
That needs to be done in a more gentle way, because he is needs that.
Yeah. And you being an Aquarius, and I know he's an Aquarius too, but Aquarians sometimes aren't the most warm individuals when it comes to consoling.
No, we aren't. And I can see it in myself. And sometimes it bothers me that I'm just so fucking detached. I can see it, but do I do anything about it? Sometimes.
Right.
That's a byproduct of being an Aquarius, though. Unfortunately, that's your lot. That's his lot. Emotional detachment.
Yeah. Virgo moon too. That doesn't help the situation. Yeah.
That's like the two least emotional signs probably there are. And you know.
Yeah. And we're both like that.
Right.
I know. So you both get it. Yeah. So compassion, understanding. You've got this. And the very fact that you called us shows that you want to improve.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Good luck with everything. I really like this. So you're going to be, you guys are set.
Yeah, they are. Bye, Ashley. Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Me too. All right.
Yeah. What a good one today, huh?
I liked it that we ended it with a married couple, because, we started out with, I guess, if we want to call it an affair.
Right.
The second one, exes, and then third one, a married couple who are relatively happy, and she just wants to, improve the situation a little bit.
That's like perfect too. I mean, if we could design a show that way about an affair and then exes and then like a married couple, that is like, I love that. I really do. I think it's so cool, because you can hear how the charts relate to different circumstances outside of someone that you're just into.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. You can see like different aspects relate to different types of relationships. I really like Danielle and Derek's chart. I really did. You can see that they're supposed to be together, forever, maybe not in the way that Danielle wants or the way that Derek wants, but they're definitely connected by that divine thread forever.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll just do a couple announcements. So I'm sure everybody watching already subscribes to my channel. If you don't, please do. It just helps the show grow. And I am going to be doing the tarot class soon. I'll probably announce that next week. We'll keep all the emphasis today on Sarah's upcoming astrology class, but just most of you watching, once again, have probably already taken my tarot class. But if you haven't, look for the announcement coming up soon. And just Sarah, plug yourself away one more time with your astrology class before we go.
Yeah. So if you guys want to know more about astrology, I'm going to start teaching an astrology class, actually a series of classes starting next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll meet at the same time for the next 6 Wednesdays. We'll take Thanksgiving week off, but then we'll resume after that. So if you guys are interested in that, learning astrology 101, please go to my website. The link is in my bio of my Instagram, _moon astrology, or go to my website, Linktree/full moon astrology. And if you like to book a reading with me, you don't want to take a class, or you do want to take a class and you want to book a reading with me, you want to book a synastry reading or just birth chart or current transits, whatever, you can contact me there. So Taylor, you plug yourself now.
Yeah, that guys, the biggest support you could ever give us is just booking sessions.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what keeps the lights on. That's what keeps all of this working. We love doing this stuff for free. We would do this stuff on a deserted island, but it's nice to book the sessions and help us keep our lives afloat with this kind of business. Cause I really believe in what I do. I believe in what Sarah does. I feel like this stuff is good for you. It's good for us. It's good for the planet. It's good for just raising the vibration of everyone.
Exactly. Good vibes all around.
Yeah.
The readings are bread and butter, like you said. So and they're a lot of fun. You guys haven't had a reading with Taylor. He's amazing. You guys need to, check him out on his Instagram if you haven't already. He's a lot of fun. So we try to keep everything like high vibrational, not too serious. We'll tell it to you straight, but we want to keep it fun and kind of lighthearted too.
And I think the final thing on that, we're always looking out for you too. Like Sarah and I never go into a reading taking out our own demons or insecurities on our clients, be like, it's not going to work, it's going to fail. And trust me, I say that tongue in cheekly, but there are a lot of people in the spiritual world who do project their own issues and insecurities and doubts onto their clients and just kind of don't necessarily wish people to have the best, so
Exactly. Yeah. I know both of us are very non-judgmental because, like we're people too, that's the thing. Even though we're spiritual, we're people. We make mistakes too. So we're not going to judge you on your perceived mistakes.
Yeah. All right, Sarah, that's a wrap. Thank you so much. I love it. We'll be back next Thursday. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. Bye, Taylor. Have a good night.